Born premature on a small farm in Texas in 1931, he weighed 2.5 pounds. He grew to a height of 4'11", weighing a mere 105 pounds. But his diminutive size became his greatest asset, and his accomplishments made him a giant in thoroughbred racing. He rode Round Table, Swaps, John Henry, and Spectacular Bid. He won countless major stakes, 4 Kentucky Derbies, and the 1987 Breeders' Cup Classic at the age of 56.
Burnett has the lead. Ali Jiba up by the surge. The 2 Derby winners hit the wire together.
Over Bill Shoemaker's remarkable career that spanned 41 years, he collected 8,833 wins. He won 10 earnings titles and earned a reputation that made him one of the most famous athletes in the country. Since 1990, top turf milers have competed in a race named in his honor, the Grade 1 Shoemaker Mile, Saturday on TVG.
Inarguably one of the greatest jockeys ever in the thoroughbred horse racing game, and the Grade 1 event named in his honor coming up tomorrow at Santa Anita. It goes as race number 5. Matty, a field of 5 signed on,
but stellar group.
Yes, a stellar group. You've got Seek Again, who won the Grade 1 Hollywood Derby in his North American debut. You've got Bala Bali, this freak from Brazil, who I thought was visually most impressive in winning the American Stakes at Santa Anita in his first try in North America. And then your 6-5 favorite, Midnight Storm, who went from trainer Jorge Gutierrez to trainer Phil D'Amato, went onto the turf and has been incredible ever since.
Yeah, he's undefeated on grass, 3 for 3. He absolutely crushed. 33-1 going a mile in his last start. And we'll show you that performance from the 16th of April. And the other thing about this effort is it was his first start in 7.5 months.
Right.
You haven't raced in 7.5 months, and you get the lead, and then you start to pull away, and then you open up like this in the lane. You win by 7 3/4.
Yeah, you know what these splits remind me of? I'm looking at this running line right now. 23-1, second quarter was 23-1, third quarter was 23-2, and then he comes home in 23-2. You know who does that? That was what obviously did when he was right.
Okay.
When he was at his peak, that's exactly how he used to run, and you were damned if you did and damned if you didn't. You try to chase him early,
Right.
You're gassed late. If you let him go, he'll gallop like that for 8 furlongs.
And the only horse who could potentially run with him is maybe winning prize from the inside. Worth a little bit of pace, and the blinkers come on with an inside draw for Neil Drysdale. Balabale, Richard Mandela might have another freak from South America here. And the scary thing about this performance, Rich, in the Grade 3 American is a couple things. First of all, first start in the U.S. Secondly, first start in 11 months. How about the fact that this horse has only lost once in his career and he's raced 13 times? And, he's obviously a versatile horse in terms of distance, but it looks like, a mile, as good as he is this distance, he might be better when they stretch him out a little bit more. But that was a very easy, visually impressive one-length score in his U.S. debut.
Yeah, serious turn of foot for Bali there. So there's the lineup for the Grade 1 Shoemaker Mile. Yeah, and Seek Again, if you look up and down his company lines, he's in the Breeders' Cup Mile against Caraconte. He had a couple of very interesting races against Wise Dan. And we're looking at one of them right now, in fact. And this is the race where Wise Dan had to overcome some trouble because Seek Again was on his game and gave him all he wanted.
Yeah, he really did in the Woodford Reserve. And this is the race that I think I was right down by the winner's circle here. I was part of my our honeymoon festivities being at Churchill Downs. And Seek Again, great performance, although he still lost to Wise Dan, and I think that was kind of a
this was this year's.
Oh, that was this year's?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He just finished 4th. I thought, where's Wise Dan?
Yeah, okay, that was May 3rd of 2014 that I was referring to. You're talking about, that was the race from May 2nd.
Okay, well, let's talk about this race. As a seasonal debut, that's not bad for a horse who probably has more punch on the turn back.
No, I just don't know if he's, Bali looks like he could be a star. Midnight Storm looks like he could be a star. I'm not sure. I think Seek Again's a really, really good horse. I'm not sure if he's a star. You do have, Bill Mott shipping him out for this race, Jose Lascano in the irons, and it's, again, as Rich mentioned, just a field of 5, but there are some pretty good horses here in this year's edition of the Shoemaker Mile. And Bill Shoemaker, think about him, not only one of the all-time great riders, I mean, he was riding back in the day when racing was very popular. He was one of the more recognizable athletes. I mean, literally, it was probably Muhammad Ali. You know, I mean, Shoemaker was probably in the top 5. He donned the cover of many, many magazines, and everyone knew. People from, you know, all walks of the sporting world knew Willie Shoemaker.
Yeah, it's a good point. You know, the image that comes into my mind, I don't know why that's such an indelible image for me, but it was a print ad, and maybe it was for American Express way back in the day. The two athletes in the photo, Shoemaker and Wilt Chamberlain. Can you imagine?
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
But as you say, one of the most recognizable athletes in any discipline in all the world, the Bill Shoemaker Mile, coming up tomorrow from Santa Anita. We'll take a quick break. On the other side, we'll discuss the other graded stakes feature. That is the Adoration, featuring multiple champion Beholder.